Long ago, on the fields of battle, in the year 2017, two men met to decide once and for all what the most metal things in the universe are. But there can be only one. What's more metal? With Dan Weber, Nariko and Randy.
Hey everybody, welcome to What's More Metal, the only podcast for two Sting-loving comedians.
Burn yourself.
Dune-loving comedians. Talk about the most metal shit in the universe. With me as always is the Baron Harkonnen to my Muad'Dib, Dan Weber.
Go fuck yourself.
Sorry, I realized I just called you Baron Harkonnen.
Yeah, that is not.
I just meant we're enemies.
Yeah. My heart plug wearing dude.
Sorry, man. You're right. I shouldn't have called you Baron Harkonnen.
Floating man with pimples. That's great.
Sorry. Yeah. You're the Duncan Idaho to my Muad'Dib.
All right, that's
There
better.
we go. We'll take it. That's Dan Weber over there. I'm comedian Gov't. Over here with us, as always, super metal producer Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's never seen Dune? Yeah. Coming to you live from beautiful, wonderful, fuzzy, furry, fluffy Carnival Studios here in Portland, Oregon, the birthplace of ironic karaoke.
It is.
It is. It's the first place I ever noticed that where they're like, hey guys, look, I'm gonna, like when people sing the worst song ever, go, get it? Because it sucks. And you're like, yeah, we're still singing it. And you know all the words. At what point do you just admit you would love this song?
You're dancing and you got your eyes closed.
You love
Like,
the ooh-wah-ah-ah song.
yeah.
You love it. You motherfucker. High water pant wearing motherfucker. Where am I at, for God's sakes? Yeah, this What's More Metal. We picked two topics, and we pick between the two or in the topics, like what the most metal things in the universe are. When we say metal, we mean most badass, kick-ass, sexy, or whatever killed the most Nazis. Let's see. I've had a weird week. The week's been fine. I had Helium. I got to open up for Caitlin Gill and Shane Torres,
Nice.
Helium Comedy Club in Portland. That was fucking awesome. It was a really fun, cool show.
Yeah.
That was great. What else? I was gonna say this though. So today is my day off. I got to sleep in, which if you know me, I've been sleeping in 2 shifts so I can stay up late and get up early.
Yeah.
And then I take a nap in the afternoon for a couple of hours. I've been doing that for 7 years, and I am never rested and always in a shit mood. I'm like, it's how I've lived. And today I just slept in until I woke up, and I literally woke up with a chill song in my ears. I had dreams of riding a Huffy through a neighborhood like I was a kid on like an autumn day. It was like I woke up feeling fucking fantastic, and it was weird. And that was when I was like, oh, I need to fucking quit my job like really bad. You know, I need to quit my day gig.
Or get one where you don't have to work at early.
Or at all. Any one of those.
Well,
Even those Andrew Yang gigs where I just get a fucking sweet paycheck, which I am all about. A robot pays me in the mail. I don't know, but that's basically, I don't know. It was just kind of a wake up call where I was just like, oh fuck, man, is this what it's like when you just fucking just sleeping in? Fucking forgot. I don't know. How's your week been, Dan?
pretty good. I did a benefit for Innovation Law Labs on Tuesday. That was cool.
And what is that?
It's just it's an organization that they do kind of 2 things. They have one that's like a giant legal resource database wiki, like reach out to people for immigration law.
Okay, yeah.
And then the other is because at the border, like they demand people bring documents with them to the border.
Mm-hmm.
Then when they hand them over, they never see them again. So like,
awesome.
so like a birth certificate or what, it happens like 90% of the time. If you
Jesus
gave them your birth
Christ.
certificate, you'll never see it again. So they made a way for them to upload those via cell phone.
Yeah.
to a server, and then they can download them and reprint them.
Yeah.
After they get out of detention or whatever.
Yeah.
And they have people on the ground at the wall, like at the border, like just like walking up to people and being like, "Hey, man, you need me to like upload this shit."
Yeah.
And the website is in both English and Spanish, and it's cool, man.
Jesus Christ. Are we really doing that at the border? Just fucking pulling people's passports and documents and
Oh,
not
yeah.
giving them back? We're doing that shit when they like,
Yeah,
fuck it. Ugh.
yeah, it's rampant.
We need to arrest everybody in ICE, like, and throw them in prison, straight
Yeah.
up. Just, hey, what the hell? I thought I was the good guy. You just fucking throw them in a hole. Dude, fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
I would love it if we put everybody in ICE detention, or everybody that's in ICE detention, and I'm like, oh,
just
boy,
swap them out.
boy, doesn't this suck?
Let the people they got in cages watch them.
Ow. Justice is harsh. I didn't have any idea.
I mean, I get
My erection's softer on this side of the fence. Fucking dickheads.
I get why. I can kind of see why, not very well, but a little bit, why you would become a police officer or join the FBI. Like
Right,
you,
okay,
Like
yeah.
you're like, part of you is like, some of them have to be like, yeah, man, I just want to help people and
Right.
do good in the world.
Yeah.
No one joins ICE for any good reason
Right.
at all, other than being a racist piece of shit.
No, absolutely.
You do not join ICE if you're not a fucking scumbag.
Oh, for sure.
There's
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I can see being like a cop or like a FBI agent where you're like, look, I was born big and strong. I can use that strength in a positive manner to kind of like, fucking,
Yeah.
whatever. I can see that. There's a part, you're just like, I like the discipline and structure, whatever. You like, but
Yeah.
ICE, you're just all like, yeah,
I hate brown people.
yeah, it's all you're just. Yeah, it's a cruelty erection. You just can't wait to get out there. Hell yeah, So
Because you've never heard of an ICE raid on a bunch of Canadians.
Yep.
Like they're not hanging out at the northern border,
Yeah, they
like
don't give a
stopping
fuck, yeah.
people. They're not-
So it's a war on on poverty is what it is. Yeah, like
Yeah.
on poor people. I don't know. Anytime you, I feel like, and this nothing's 100% true all the time, but I feel like if you can look at any situation where you're like, but like any kind of situation where it's like, where there's two sides of something, like the government's cracking down on this, or there's two people that are, and you're like, okay, who's got the power here? And if you look at that, you're like, if you side with the people who have power against those who don't, I'm like, you're a dickhead. Like,
Yeah.
99.9% of the time, you know what I mean? So if you're like, the whole federal government seems to have infinite time and resources to come down real hard on people without money and resources, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just it's a safe target for them to
Yeah.
to throw themselves at, because what you gonna fucking do about it? Meanwhile, your Wall Street bankers and shit, why? Anyway, good times though.
Yeah.
I'm glad you slang some jokes for them and fucking raise some money for that. That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was super fun. There was no microphone, so I ended up having to march around the room and shout jokes at everybody.
Uh-huh.
And and our friend Adam Posse was outside smoking a cigarette when he was doing it, and he was like, from outside looking in the window, this looks like a totally different thing than a comedy show. Like, it looks like a hostage situation where a dude's just shouting at everybody how he's going to hurt them real bad.
Jeez. Yeah, for sure. You shut up and listen. There was no microphone.
The microphone started cutting out on another guy, and I just didn't even want to fuck with it.
Right.
I just, they were like, yeah, you can just keep it in the stand. I'm like, hey, you can go fuck yourself.
Was it wireless?
No.
Oh.
It just was a shitty mic, but I mean, they raised like $3,000 for
That's
this
great.
organization.
Fuck yeah, that's
so
awesome. That's fucking great
tight.
news.
Yeah.
I can't stand it when a microphone starts fucking up on a show. Like, I don't know. I fixed the one at Funhouse before Gateway show a month ago or something, and it was like, but it was like you could hear it rattling around
Yeah.
inside the mic, like the mic inside the thing was like bumping around, and they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that one's just like that. You just have to hold it still. I'm like, no, you fucking don't have to hold it still. You have to get a decent mic is what you have to do. But I just unscrewed it and stuffed a piece of paper into the side of it
to
and
hold
screwed
it
it back
still.
on, and it was fine. The whole show was 100% fixed
Yeah.
with a paper shim. And I'm like, wow. God, how did I become a fucking super genius? I don't know. I hate it when someone's like, well, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Whatever. Anyway, this is crazy. You guys are gonna love it. I didn't tell you guys this about beforehand, but we just got voted #1 podcast to heat things up in the bedroom to by Arsonist Magazine. I guess they start in the bedroom.
A lot of the times, yes.
Yeah, so they just
The burning bed.
Yeah, they just start with the bedroom typically. It's cool. Yeah, that review was awesome. Very cool of Arsonist Magazine to give us that review. That review had a lot of fire emojis.
Yeah.
In it. It actually meant fire, eggplant, fire, eggplant, fire.
Eggplant on fire.
Eggplant on fire. Nothing brings out your eggplant like a good fire. The arsonist. But yeah, this week's episode we're doing Most Metal Secret Military Patch. Secret Military Patch and Most Metal 9/11. We're doing Most Metal thing that happened on September 11th. Just a random date. A random date we pulled up, and we decided to look up things that were metal that happened on. Nothing really jumped out. But
there was nothing really memorable about that date.
Yeah.
But
nothing really popped. Nothing really blew up in my brain. Nothing fired up. But yeah. Nothing took control of the idea in my head.
Melted any beams.
Yeah, nothing flew to the surface and then back.
And then back down.
Straight down to the surface.
Plummeted.
Nothing.
Nothing slammed into the side.
Yep.
Nothing hijacked my imagination.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nothing hijacked. There was no controlled demolition of my thought. Yeah, I don't know. When it came to this date, and in my head, there was no inside.
There was no inside job.
No inside job. This is just falling apart completely. But this, I think I want to start with Secret Military Patch, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
This one was actually fun. Before we roll on it, we did Most Metal DEA Patch.
Yeah.
And I was doing a little more digging. I found a book called. I found a book that was this guy, and he just printed secret military patches that, and they're not really kind of unsure about what the things that they were working on because they were all clandestine, but they all had patches made for their jackets. I believe the book was called If I Could Tell You, but then you would have to be completely destroyed by me. It was the name of the book.
No, it was called If I Told You I'd Have to Kill You.
No, it's if I told you you will be destroyed by me, because in the book it's written in Latin in the passive voice, and he makes a point of saying that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I could tell you, but then you'd be destroyed by me. But anyway, so we went through this book. I decided to buy it online. I think it's like $14. Dan and I and these were really fucking amazing. So, So anyway, to see who gets to go first on Most Metal Secret Military Patch, we do the Most Metal thing possible, and that's roll 20-sided die. We're going to be rolling these soon to be released. We threaten every week to be released on Patreon. The What's More Metal 20-sided die. It's the size of a human eyeball inside of a ball sack. It's like if you were to place your ball with like a testicle with an eyeball, and then put the testicle in the eye socket,
it would be
exactly this size.
Yeah.
The one says, "What's My Metal?" because we're the #1 podcast to fuck to by Fuckcast Magazine.
Yep.
And the natural 20 says Natch Twombo because fuck you, Dan. Makes Dan real pissed off.
It is not making me happy.
I'll roll first. I got a 14. I don't know that I've rolled above a 14 in a minute, actually. Like,
what's that known as?
Oh, I believe that's the R. Kelly. The Too Old for R. Kelly.
Too old for R. Kelly. And you're not rolling higher than that, which is kind of creepy.
Sorry, that's the magic of... And Dan rolled a 2. No
I
jokes
rolled a
there.
2. No. Hell no.
Number of towers
Number of towers that
didn't come to mind.
did not get destroyed by a terrorist act.
That Bush took care of.
Yeah.
This is a fun one. Okay, so for Most Metal Secret Military Patch, I'm going through them now. There are so many fucking great ones, but I'm gonna have to go with, for Most Metal Military Patch, there is a let's do sorry, all right, I'm gonna do a patch for a group called they were just called Gov't. They're operated out of Groom Lake, so out of Area 51. They had patches on their jacket. They believe they were and Ghost is an acronym. God knows what for.
Yeah.
But they believe that they were like a helicopter division / like UAV drone group. But they operated out of Area 51, and their patch is a skull, a human skull with a helicopter helmet on fire.
Yeah.
It's bad as fuck.
That's dope.
It is super tight. I frankly want one, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So it's got like the helmet, it's and it's got the black visor and the headset, like he's working at a McDonald's in hell, and yeah, it's just bad as fuck. It's just and it's out of Area 51, which is just cool as shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's fucking great.
It is. It's a great one.
Yeah.
And I did like that one. It was one of the ones I mentioned, but that's not my choice.
It's not your choice.
It's not my choice. My choice is the one that made the least sense
Okay.
because it's just and even in the book he was like, I don't know what any of this shit means.
Yeah.
It's called Sneaky Pete.
Yes.
It has a picture of a dude with boxing gloves wearing a crown, surrounded by an electric guitar, a cat, a mug of beer, a flying dog, a sheep, and a pig with the number 21 on it. And then it says, world's oldest known flying pig. They think it's a special ops patch, but nobody has any idea. That's what it looks like.
Wow. All the things you described are on there.
Yeah, and it's fucking... You remember
yeah.
that shit?
Yeah, I remember that one.
It's like
Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete in front of a mountain for some reason.
They call me Sneaky Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat.
Yeah, right?
When I shake my maracas, I go.
Chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom.
I drop a bombs on the people. And now they're smoking. Doop-a-doop-boo.
Yeah, I just, it
Yep.
was so confusing
Don't
and
shake
insane.
your head no, Randy. This is
hate
an
it, Dad.
audio podcast.
So much.
Yeah.
This is the Dillinger escape plan of patches.
It
like,
is. It's got everything all at once.
It's just like a whole bunch of
It's
fucking
every
crazy
note
shit. Every note
on
played
the
at the
same-
same time
Yes.
in a different time signature every 5 seconds.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's so fucking nuts.
Yeah, that fucking rocks. That's a great one. So I guess we'll put these on our Instagram stories. We'll let you guys vote on them, decide which one's the most metal. Is it the Groom Lake Ghost patch, or
Yeah.
is it the Sneaky Pete patch?
Yeah.
This. By the way, these are secret militant clandestine.
Yeah.
Our tax dollars paid for these wackadoo,
Yeah.
faux tough guy, weird patches on people's jackets.
Which they also look like they were designed in Microsoft Word. Like there's no...
They're fucking great. That makes them better, in my opinion. Let's see. All right, my backup. I have a backup choice. This one's great. I'm going with this one because it's fucking real weird. But I'm gonna go with the I don't even know what the 509 classified flight test patch.
Yeah.
It is an alien eating a stealth bomber. It's an alien head. He's got a stealth bomber in his grips. He's taking a chomp out the nose of it. And originally it said classified flight test, and then the bottom says gustatus similis pulis, which means tastes like chicken in Latin. But then because classified flight test told you what they were doing, so it kind of ruined the classified thing of it. The government made them change the patch, so they changed it to say "to serve man" above it, which is from a Twilight Zone episode where aliens come to Earth and then they give them a book called "To Serve," or they have a book called "To Serve Man," and they think and they give them all this technology so they can end wars and stuff. But it turns out they're just trying to fatten people up for food.
Yeah.
And that's "To Serve Man" was a cookbook. So that was like their Soylent Green ending. It was like, "To Serve Man is a cookbook. It's a cookbook.
Yeah. That was a great episode.
Human hummus. Humus.
Humus.
It's in page 34.
Humanus.
It's at page 34 of "To Serve Man."
Baba Ganoush.
Todd Duckin. It's in the book.
It's a Todd Duckin.
It's 3 different sized Todds jammed inside of each other.
Spaghetti.
Page 105. And it's man.
Spaghetti's good.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
There's a guy. Guy balls.
Guy balls.
Spaghetti and guy balls. Spaghetti and you balls. Page 56.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
It's fucking never gonna stop.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
It's got a guy named Lou in it. Yeah, page 45. To serve man. Are you hearing me?
Hot dog.
Cream of some young guy. For real, though. Actually. In the book.
Not even a joke.
It's not a... He wrote this before the book, the movie. But it's in there. Page 106. To serve man. Guy Fiery. So you take Guy Fieri and you put him on fire. It's page 42. I'm not going to end this. This is a great bit.
It's barbecue.
Yeah. Oh, my God. All right. All right. To serve man.
To serve man. So I have a backup.
Humus.
Humus is a good one.
All right. Do you have a backup, Dan? Baby back ribs.
baby back ribs are much more disturbing.
Real baby back ribs. Actual ones. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
You sure?
Yeah. No,
Not going to interrupt me now?
I'm all done.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm done.
I think you got one more in the holster.
I think you got a couple.
I'm gonna start talking, and then you're gonna fucking blurt out another one.
Why would I do that?
Because you do
Dan,
it every
you
time.
sound crazy right now.
Because you do it all the time.
Oh my God. Do you hear yourself?
Yeah. All right.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right. So there's one. You're gonna do it.
What?
Fuck you.
No, it's fine.
There's one. I just like it because it was so simple. It was
Roast Randy.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
All right.
I'm done. That was it. Anyway, you like this one? What?
So it was a solid black patch.
Uh-huh.
And that
Oh, yeah.
it was black stitching, and it just said, "If I tell you, I'd have to kill you."
Yeah.
And that's one they would wear on their jacket. Anybody that was in a secret op, that's what they would wear.
Yeah. Will you look up the name of this book, by the way, Randy? I'm almost positive it's I could tell you, but then you'd have to be destroyed by it.
Yeah, probably something like that.
I think it's that because I remember it. Like I said, it was written in the whatever. Sorry, not
the
to
passive Latin.
It was in the passive Latin, and it made me laugh because I hated the title of the book until I read that. But anyway,
Yeah,
this patch is fucking tight though. Black patch, black stitching, black embroidery.
Yeah.
It's just and it says that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
you have to get it in the right light to read it, which is fucking cool. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that one is tough as fuck.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that is the name of the book.
That one fucking rocks. Ugh, man, I love that. Let's see. They had another backup. This one is from the U.S. Air Force Special Projects patch. It's just a shield, a black shield, like badge shape.
Yeah.
And there's just red eyes in the darkness on it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah. And which is fucking sick. So yeah, it's just basically it's just black and then there's 2 red eyes sticking out. It's fucking cool. There were so many really legit tough patches that I'm gonna try to find some of these.
Yeah.
They're fucking great. Especially if if I tell you I have to kill you patch is fucking tough.
That would be pretty tough.
Yeah. This book was fucking really fun, like to just scroll through real fast.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, me too.
Those are the ones that I like, but
yeah,
there are
they're the
others,
same.
but whatever.
Yeah.
We can post these
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll totally post these on Instagram. And that's
Especially the Sneaky Pete one, because no one's gonna believe it exists.
it's so fucking crazy and weird. I fucking loved it. Yeah, there's so many. There's bats riding skulls and
there's a minotaur with bat wings.
that was definitely on my
a
on my
minotaur
list.
head with bat wings. Green eyes.
There's one that was a joke. It just says Alien Technology Exploitation Division.
Yeah.
And it's just a alien head with a like a fucking shackle around its neck.
Yeah.
And then in Klingon underneath it says "Don't ask." Like,
Yeah.
but it was because these guys were like, people wanted to know what they were doing in this room, and they were just like doing paperwork all day,
Yeah.
but they couldn't talk about it, so they just made a patch where they were
Yeah.
like, and they said it was like a week and a half before anybody even noticed it, and it was a superior officer, and he was like, "Nice, can I get one of those?"
Yeah.
And like so it didn't even count, but I thought it was fucking awesome. But yeah, I think that's gonna bring us to the next topic.
Next topic.
All right, Dan, this is where we go. I'm telling you, you don't know. This is where.
Yeah.
Our next topic is most metal 9/11, things that happened on September 11th through time. Dan gets to go first this time because I went
Yep.
first last time. Dan, what is your choice for most metal? And we didn't take anything off the table. I don't think. I think it's all open. I can't imagine what would be on it.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything for sure.
That's true.
Because I'd never forget.
I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. I do remember George Bush coming real hard
Yeah. On TV.
on TV
In front of children.
in front of a mission accomplished banner.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
That's a portmanteau.
That's a portman.
dude.
Dude. A portman dude.
Oh my god. All right, let's get this thing back on the rails for God's sakes. Immediately collapsed perfectly straight down this whole podcast.
Yeah. Hard to imagine. Normally it doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
If it
you've
gets
ever
hit from
seen a
the top, it
building-
usually just doesn't fall straight down, but you know.
Yeah, if you've ever seen a plane hit a building, you'll know that it flies sideways immediately.
All right. So I am going to pick the most metal thing that happened on 9/11.
Uh-huh.
In 2007,
Mm-hmm.
Russia field tested a thing they called the father of all bombs,
Yes.
which is the most powerful conventional explosive ever made.
Yes.
Is it the Tsar Bomba?
No, that's a nuclear one. This is a non-nuclear.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a non-nuclear conventional weapon.
Yes.
The thing is, it's got to be, so part of it is the timing, because there's no way they didn't know. Like they had to plan so long in advance for when they were going to test this fucking devastating device, and they're just like, you know what good day it would be?
Yeah.
Let's do it on September 11th. That's just a giant fuck you to America for sure. They're just that was for sure planned.
Yeah.
And I just like the balls of it. It's just Russia just holding up a giant middle finger to the U.S. like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
It looks like a chodly dick.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like, just a wide angry stub of a ding.
Oh, the bomb
Yeah,
itself?
yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking and it goes up.
It goes. I think it had the power of 44 tons of TNT. I believe is what it was.
It's more powerful than a small thermonuclear device.
Yeah, and it's massive. It's super massive. It falls out of an airplane like a smaller airplane.
Yeah.
Basically, it looks crazy. An explosion is gnarly. It's like it's a real big boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was also on my list because that's real fucking tight. They're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna drop the big. What do you mean like compare it to? Like it looks like I don't even know. It's just it's like one of those giant propane tanks or something, like those huge fuel tanks.
Yeah.
Okay, the back of like the gas truck, like that. But like full of TNT falls out of like an airplane like a fucking like God's own bird turd.
44 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Yeah,
80,000
and they detonate it a few hundred feet above ground.
Yeah.
To
It ignites the air around it. Apparently.
yeah.
It's-
It's fucking nasty.
If you watch the video, it's pretty cool, which I'll also probably try to post. But you could see a split second like air fucking like it go, like when you light like a fart in your hand, like that, and then there's the massive explosion afterward. It looks looks. It's not the shock. It's like a different. It looks really fucking cool. Like it's hard to explain, but yeah. Imagine, fart in the hand, then a massive explosion that takes your whole arm off. It looks really fucking cool.
According to Wikipedia, it has a similar effect to a small tactical nuclear weapon.
Yeah. Tactical nuke. It's surgical.
That's so
surgical. You want to get in there. You want to lightly pepper in the
nuclear explosion.
Megaton explosion. You know, you just want to the tactical. It's a tactical.
Yeah.
You know, you could. You know when you have like a big sliver in your thumb and you want to tactically put an M80 in your hand to get rid of it? It's a tactical.
Yeah.
I love choice phrasing like that. That is a great choice.
Yeah.
The father of all bombs.
Father of all bombs.
2007.
2007.
What was the date? September 11th.
September 11th.
Okay. My choice, Dan and Randy. Most Metal, September 11th. Way worse than anything else that's ever happened on September 11th. September 11th, 1792. During the early days of the French Revolution, 6 bandits broke into the storeroom of Louis XVI while he was under house arrest and stole the Hope Diamond. Fucking rocks.
Yeah.
There's a jewel heist during the French Revolution.
That's excellent.
That rules.
That is great.
That is the shit. I fucking love it. If you want to go ahead and give that a Google, go for it. I didn't catch their names, but or what happened to them. But it's fucking, to me, that's just tight. We should all learn a lesson from these bandits and fucking immediately go. We should have done that right after Charles Koch died. Go and steal, like, whatever human-bound books he has on his shelf or whatever. His
giant bales of golden Jew teeth from the fucking
for real.
From the Holocaust.
Yeah, his Constitution written on a baby or whatever the fuck he's got tacked up in his fucking in his blood cellar. In his transfusion room.
Blood cellar.
His fucking evil fuckface.
Yeah, he's a
You
fucking
know,
monster.
dude, that guy was getting blood he said he had colon or pancreatic cancer. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Or prostate cancer. He had one of the P cancers. He had P cancer. He had it since '92. That dude was just getting fresh blood flown in every day, fucking every day.
Yep. Wake up in the morning, do your transfusion.
Yeah. He wanted to look. He had a chair set up where he could look the child in the eyes while it gets weak and he gets strong. Just fucking evil fuckface. He had that. He's basically had the dark crystal set up. He's just a living Skeksis, just pulling the essence out of Gelflings.
Yeah.
This fucking evil fuckface. Yes, feed me.
It's probably exactly what he sounded
Right,
like.
it was. Nobody's heard him talk ever. Yes. Turning Points USA. Feeding money to the gun lobby. Yes. Chamberlain. Okay. Randy, have you ever seen The Dark Crystal?
No.
Yeah, Randy hasn't seen
Wow.
it. I got to start this other podcast. It literally is. If Randy's seen a movie I mentioned, he wins. That's and we stop doing the podcast. That's it.
Yeah.
And we'll do as many as it takes, and I'm guessing we'll both die at the table before that ever happens.
Although you are going to want to watch that movie before the Netflix series comes out.
Oh, yeah.
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 I've heard it's fucking awesome.
Maybe we should do a Dark Crystal themed one, like most metal thing from the Dark Crystal or from the Jim Henson universe.
Yeah, we could do most metal creature from just the Dark Crystal.
That'd be cool.
Most metal character in Dark Crystal,
That'd be cool.
And then most metal overall from the Jim Henson universe.
Yeah, that'd be fucking tight. That'd be fucking great. Maybe we'd fucking do that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So those are our choices.
Yeah.
For most metal, 9/11.
2007 Russia tastes the father of all bombs.
Father of all bombs. And then 1792, September 11th, the stealing of the Hope Diamond from King Louis XVI. So pretty fucking awesome. We'll put those up on Instagram, let you guys fucking vote on them. And like, I don't know, do you have a backup, Dan? Did you have anything?
I had a couple more.
Yeah.
One of them was in 1297.
Oh, nice.
The Battle of Stirling Bridge.
Uh-huh.
William Wallace.
Oh, yeah.
William Wallace led a bunch of Scott soldiers and murdered the shit out of an entire English army.
Yeah.
And one of the guys on the other side was this guy, Hugh de Cresson.
Uh-huh.
And
yeah.
he had him flayed and used his skin for his scabbard, for his sword.
Right. Yeah, we did that in Most Metal Sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they put his head on display on the Stirling Bridge for like a year.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if it's
That's
making
what-
money, it's making money.
You got to do it.
Yeah. Got to get them shillings.
So, yeah, that happened on 9/11.
You had to put the toll in his mouth.
And the
There was
toll-
a guy with a string on his jaw, like, "Hello, welcome to Stirling Bridge. I'm Hugh Cressendham. Hello, welcome to my bridge.
Just
Sorry,
doing a
lost my
Monty,
head there for a bit."
just doing a Monty Python,
Yeah.
Monty Python Cockney accent.
Yeah, totally. That's all it was. Hello. Oh, don't worry. Sorry about attacking you back then. Water under the bridge. Oh, sorry. That joke's gone off, hasn't it? I'm a rotting head. Pardon me, my brain's dripping out my nose hole. Yeah, anyway, that's the Hugh Cressingham head on the bridge. Anyway, that's a great one. I didn't see that on my fucking list. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, they made like he made like a sheath and a belt, and the hilt of it was like all Hugh skin.
Only his skin.
I should say it was William Wallace's head on display.
Oh, William Wallace's was on display. I thought Hugh Cressingham was. You said and his head was put on display, so I got confused. I got
reference
confused.
to William Wallace.
Oh, because he, I mean, they killed him later.
Yeah.
And they put
He
it on that
didn't.
same
He
bridge.
didn't die. Yeah, because it was the site of his greatest victory.
Well, that's
so they
totally
went-
different then. That's a totally different head talking.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, lady, get off me bridge.
That is not a Scottish.
This is
accent.
my freedom. Hey, oi, you see my intestines? Hey. I can't do.
Yeah, I don't know how
can't
to do
do-
it either.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have a good Scottish accent.
That's fine.
I've lost the ability. I have to let me watch Trainspotting, and then I'll come back.
Sure.
All right, pause it. Randy, you ever seen Trainspotting?
Yes.
No, fuck. Now
This
the podcast
podcast's
is
over. Yeah,
Damn
you're
it.
fucking done.
I really want to see the second one.
Randy has seen it.
Yep.
I don't know. I did see the second one, I feel like. Yeah. Anyway. All right, great. So those are our choices.
That's my backup.
That is your backup. Jesus Christ. What's going on?
Do you have a backup?
I did. My choice for my second backup. My backup. What? Jesus. Okay.
See what happens when you get sleep?
Yeah. What? No, I have tea, but I need more. Anyway, the September 11th, 2011, beginning of the Occupy Wall Street movement,
Oh, okay.
which didn't accomplish much, but was badass, was kick-ass. It was a complete like worldwide movement. Started fucking started out of the Arab Spring, but I have to give it to us that of course it didn't work. We haven't had a good protest movement in America in fucking decades, like forever, like where something's really taken over and we don't know how to do it. You got to like relearn whole new generation of people.
There was no end game. There was no goal.
It was a bunch of vague, because I think they didn't. It was too. They were like, oh, we don't want to have leaders, and anybody can put up anything you want. And then it was like, oh, turns out you need those. You need those, a goal and a person to kind of direct things.
You're not working towards something for someone.
Yeah,
to
it was too
you.
couched in I don't know, in communalism or something, and so it just kind of fell. But that's from not having done it as a society in
For
so
a
long.
long time,
In
yeah.
a long time. Like I mean, arguably since Vietnam or whatever. Like we haven't had a good, so that's why. But I think it's that is cool. It informed a bunch of people on what to do, what not to do, and I don't know. I think it was really inspiring, cool thing that happened, and hopefully will happen again. Frankly, differently. But yeah. So anyway, I just it was just a cool thing. So I'm going to say Occupy Wall Street was
That's a good one.
my backup. I don't know. Do you have anything else that was on that list?
I do have one other one that
Okay.
that I want to mention.
Mm-hmm.
It's in 1857, the Mountain Meadows Massacre.
Oh yeah, fuck! I read about this.
Yeah.
Yes,
A bunch of Mormons
this
disguised
is like
as
least
Native.
metal.
Yeah, this is fucked up. A bunch of Mormons disguised as Native Americans attacked and slaughtered a 140-member wagon train headed west because they were afraid that they were coming to take Utah, which is insane because no one wants fucking Utah.
Yeah.
Like it's a shitty fucking place.
Yep.
That's why Mormons moved there.
Yeah.
They should just let people get through it. Everyone wants to get through it as fast as they can. And instead, a bunch of paranoid motherfuckers, because Brigham Young was constantly preaching about how, like, oddly enough, doesn't have any parallels in today's world, but he was preaching about interlopers going to come inside and take our land. So instead of just, like, stopping at the border or whatever, putting them in detention like ICE, they just killed the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And took their kids and embedded them in Mormon families.
Yep.
And buried all the bodies and just stopped talking about it for about 100 years.
Yep.
And then
One guy stood trial for that.
Yeah, and then
Only
eventually it happened right around the start of the Civil War. So no one had time to fucking do shit about it. And then, but eventually, like, word got out. And but
yeah, fucking fucked up. I read about that and I was like, dude, that's fucking gnarly. Yeah, fucking totally crazy. You're like, hey, you're not coming here to take Egg Fart Lake, are you?
Yeah. God, fucking Salt Lake smells so
It's
fucking
so
bad.
shit. Egg Fart Lake is ours. It's, don't you dare. Like, all we do is drink out of it and read from this Bible a guy gave us. He also wrote it from looking in a hat.
No, looking through a hat on it threw a breastplate onto golden plates. That's how he did it.
Yeah, I was looking at a plate that was in a hat or something. I don't fucking remember. Who gives a shit? Yeah, a liar looked into a fake and said some bullshit.
You know what? I
John Smith, I think he was like this. He was like, I got the best religion. You're gonna love it. Jesus said, "I'm to speak. Only me. I decipher the word of angels. No one does it better than me. I'm the best." Anyway, to me, that's what all liars sound like. Whenever I hear a Hitler speech now, I think that's just like that's all it sounds like. That's all I'm gonna hear. Whatever.
Yeah, I went with another comedian, Christine Levine.
Yes.
We did a couple shows in Salt Lake. So when we got there, I was there with another a friend of mine, and we decided we wanted to go to see the Salt Lake.
Yeah.
So we drove to it, right? Yeah, we were like telling people in the city, like, yeah, how do you get there? And they're like, are you okay? Like, they told us how to drive out there. So we got out there, and it looked like it had black sand, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay? Before you were showing up in swimwear.
Yeah. We were gonna go swimming.
Yeah.
Oh.
You were stopping at gas stations, like, hey,
Yeah, how do you get there? And
gotta
then
get to the lake.
And then we stopped and we walked out to the shore of the lake. And then we realized it wasn't black sand. It was just crawling with bugs, like so thick that we were walking by and it just like clouds in them were like flying away, but not far enough. So it was just like this wave. It just looked like a rippling wave of bugs. And it smelled so fucking toxic. Jesus. It was so shitty. We were like, we brought
Here
like,
we are, boys.
We brought like
heaven.
We brought like fucking beach towels and shit. It was so pathetic. It was so bad.
That rocks. Welcome to Egg Fart Lake. Don't worry, there's bugs enough for us all. Welcome to Egg Fart Lake.
Dude,
It smells like a turd. Yum, yum, yum.
I looked up if you should go swimming in it afterwards, and they were like, no. And they just straight up like, fucking no. It's full of like just toxic heavy metals. I would fucking like getting in your mouth will probably kill you.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Fucking awesome. Yeah. Well, how are you going to not kill 140 people when they kept near that?
Yeah. Never near that treasure.
Threatening that. You can't have that. Ridiculous. Yeah. Dude, that story was so fucking nuts. Yeah. Well, you know. Well, that's the one time religion's ever been wrong.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? It's the one time. Hey, you know what I mean?
You get even, everybody fucks up every now and
Yeah, that's why
again.
pencils have erasers. Sometimes you got to erase 140 people trying to
trying to get through your fucking
through.
stupid state
Ugh. Yeah.
to somewhere better.
Good times. Well, at least they're still in control of that state.
And a bunch of others.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for Most Metal 9/11. That'll bring us to the polls. We're not doing polls. We're not going to do them. We're banking these episodes a little bit in advance because Randy's going to be out of the country like a selfish dickhead,
Yep.
and I'm going to Hawaii. So, so because of that, we're just going to bank a few of these ahead of time. So we won't be here to read the polls. They're still going to be online. We still need you to vote on them. Maybe we'll catch up a few weeks from now. But
November.
yes. Hey, what something to be thankful for, you know? No vote November. Come on, we all know November. So, instead of reading the polls, we're going to do something that Dan and I have been doing recently. It's a little game we like to call Nostra Do. And that is where Dan and I, we're just going to, we like to do a most metal thing of the week, least metal thing of the week. So since we won't know what, this will drop on probably September 9th. And so because of that, we are going to just guess what the most metal or least metal thing on September 9th will be. And I, using my hive mind, deep elder brain knowledge of all things, I just looking into my crystal balls. I'm going to say that on September 9th, Trump will tweet touting the benefits of lead-based paint. He will say, "Isn't it time we stop the left-wing bullshit about how lead paint's the best paint? It rolls smoother, it lasts longer, it protects against little A-bombs getting into your kids. I ate a bunch of it and I'm fine. I'll drink a glass tomorrow and still my poll numbers will go up." So that's, I think, because as a guy who was saying it's okay to nuke hurricanes, I feel like lead-based, and that coal is clean, I feel like lead-based paint totally within the fucking,
fine. Yeah.
well within reach of this simpleton. So I'm going to say President Trump touts the benefits of lead-based paint, and maybe even tries to remove restrictions against it. Mm-hmm. Lead-based paint, maybe even gas.
I think he's also going to try asbestos.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's the best insulator.
Oh, yeah. It's like, mesothelium. Who even knows what that is? Nobody. It's a made-up word. If you can't say it, it's not real. Just like dictionary. It's not a real thing. It's a dictionary if my dick's in it. Right? Nah. It's a solid Trump. I'm doing a pretty good Trump.
It's a pretty good Trump.
That's not a bad, right? You know, he'll be like, look, Don Jr.'s been breathing a bag of asbestos all day. He's fine. He's over in the corner, aspirating blood bubbles, which is normal.
For a Trump.
Red, like my hat.
He's got MAGA breath. He's got red breath.
Making your lungs great again, asbestos. He's got megathelioma.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. I think that. So is that your Nostra Do? Is asbestos?
No.
Okay.
No, I was just riffing on
Okay.
what you had to say.
Okay. Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna do both for sure. Lead-based asbestos. Lead-bestos. Put mercury back in baby food.
Yeah, right.
All right. Sorry. Go on.
Gosh. What's the most metal thing? I got a
September 9th,
September 9th,
2019.
2019.
9/9, the German
9/9.
consent day. 9/9.
I think that the NRA
Okay.
will come out in favor
Okay.
of assault rifles being allowed in every delivery room.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna advocate for baby's first rifle.
Oh okay. Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna make like tiny guns
Yeah.
and different colors based on which gender, pink or blue.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
On the only two genders.
the only
there
two
is,
genders are possible.
The only two that the NRA recognizes.
And then they're gonna just
Bullets and girlets.
yeah, boilets and girlets.
Boilets. Right. So pink
And
and blue rifles.
pink and blue rifles, really, infant sized,
Yeah. Baby-sized rifles.
baby sized rifles, and then
Fully automatic.
And then before the mother even gets to hold the baby for the first time, that baby will hold its first rifle.
Nice. I like that. They etch the name on the side.
Yeah,
I like that. That's fucking. Well, who doesn't want that? Then it'll be 2 footprints and a rifle print
Yeah.
on everybody's birth certificate.
yeah.
That's just fun.
2 footprints next to the outline of an AK-47.
It's a tiny. I like that. That sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
You
it's
get
gonna
a-
be a real good move. It's gonna be the end of the NRA because it's gonna bankrupt them.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be
Well,
a huge hit, but they're
it'll-
gonna launch the program.
I think that's
During
a good,
that
yeah. Yeah. A guy will just he'll have a Bjorn for the rifle, but
Yeah.
he'll just be dragging the baby out on like a skateboard. Piece of rope. It's like whatever. Got what I came for.
This is my baby. This is my gun.
Wait, no, sorry.
One is for
sorry.
shooting.
This is the baby.
One is for shooting. One is for fun. That's gonna be.
You decide which.
You decide which, boy.
That's great. Oh, little assault rifles for baby. I like that. That's cute. Yeah. Well, I certainly see that as both of those as direct possibilities.
Oh yeah, for sure,
in the
100%.
future. This would be great because if we do these enough, damn well one of these things is going to happen.
I'm pretty sure I'm never gonna fucking predict something because I'm just gonna say things that are too wacky
Dude,
ever
come on.
happen.
Come on.
Dude, I'm gonna try really
Nuking
hard.
hurricanes came up just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Nuking hurricanes. That's after they they had to tell people in Florida and Texas to stop shooting guns at hurricanes. Like that's real. Like that's where they were like, "Hey guys, knock it off."
Yeah.
When a bullet hits a 300, you see when a bullet loves a hurricane very much, it becomes a bullet cane and no one needs that shit. That's yeah. But actually, to be fair, if you're firing an AK into it, that's pretty badass.
At a tornado?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
At a hurricane, you're like, woo! Brr. Fucking,
A hurricane is too big, but a tornado.
Yeah, just that wall of clouds is coming up, and he's like, "Here I am, banam, banam."
Murder in a hurricane.
There ain't no problem. The second commandment can't. Which one? What? Can't solve.
The second commandment. Thou shalt own a bullet.
Yeah, I confused things. But also, I guess that brings us to we like to. We're trying to like also these coming shows. We're trying to give a shout out to a charity or a nonprofit. Something we should that maybe we should just point a little light on. Maybe do a little something positive. And I think what's the one this week we're gonna choose?
It's the place I did the benefit for Innovation Law Labs.
That's right.
They do good work.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was possible to have technology actually help somebody, and they proved me wrong.
Yeah.
So.
As someone that works on computers all the time.
Yeah, like I legitimately have tried to just do jobs that do the least amount of harm.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think it was possible to do anything else.
Facial recognition bullets.
Yeah, just I mean, but only target MAGA hats. Like harm, but in a good way.
Yeah.
But instead, like they're actually out there like doing something that like can legit help people and enough. And it's low tech enough that it can be used by. I mean, certainly a lot of people can't have a cell phone, but they've got people out in the field.
Yeah,
like they had people embedded with the train that was coming all the way up from South America. Like they just had people walking with them. Yeah, like teaching them like, here's what's going to happen at the border. Here are the questions you need. Here's a sheet of. Here's like a flow chart of things you should say. Yeah. Just all kinds of shit like that, just printing them out or whatever.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So
that's fucking great. Good. But yeah, I think doing anything you can to kind of help this fucking awful horse shit and it'll put a little light out there is fucking fucking great. So what's the name of the group again?
Innovation Law Labs.
I just didn't want to fuck it up. Innovation Law Labs, definitely look them up. Send them some money if you can, and like. Yeah. So these things are fucking awesome, and I think that's gonna bring us to the final Ride the Lightning round.
Ride the Lightning round.
Yeah. So this is the Ride the Lightning round. This is where producer Randy.
That's me.
Goes on Waiputi.
I'm there.
Goes on Wikipedia.
I got a Lindbergher and a salami in front of me.
Nice. Goes on Wikipedia, and not once, but 2 times.
2 times.
Hits the random button.
Yep.
And then finds 2 topics. And then Dan and I will point out between the 2 what the most metal things about those 2 things are.
Sure.
Now, before we start, I'd like to say that this week's What's More Metal episode has a sponsor. We're brought to you by Stamps.gov.
Yeah.
Stamps.gov. Yeah, we still sell stamps. You can just buy them from us. The fucking government. Why are you going through a third party? That's really fucking stupid. We have stamps. You can just have them. Stamps.gov.
For all your pointless bullshit. For when you need to send something the dumbest way possible.
Yeah. Stamps.gov. I'm just saying, if you go to another company, you're going to pay a fee of some kind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, say there's no, because they have to make money, but you could just come to us for the government. Stamps.gov. Gov it up.
Gov it up.
Show us some gov.
Show us some gov.
Where's the gov?
Where's the gov?
Where's the gov? Randy, what are our 2 topics?
All right. This week, we've got Hedvig Eleonora Klingenstierna. I'll say that one again. Hedvig Eleonora Klingenstierna.
Okay.
Okay. And then we've got Kata Patton Live.
Kata?
Patton, like
P-A-
Oswald.
Okay.
Kata Patton Live.
Kata Patton Live. So Hedvig.
Hedvig Eleonora Klingenstierna.
Well, Kata Patton Live is the first live comedy special by Kata Patton, who is a Canadian prop comic. Sorry, not Canadian. Siberian.
Different.
Sorry. Siberian prop comic.
Yeah.
His props were made primarily of old car parts. and bread puppets.
Yeah. He was most famous for his Windex chugging act.
Yes. Loved it. Cotta Patton live. Yeah. And then his second album, Still Live.
Still Live. Third album, Blue Tongue.
Yeah, Blue Tongue. Live and Let Live.
Live and Let Live.
Third. Fourth album, Live and Let Live, which is a good one. Comes Alive, I believe was
Alive.
And then the final album, of course, Dead.
Dead from wood alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
It was real tragic.
Yeah,
Who could see it coming?
Yeah, had a severe ammonia allergy that developed.
I don't even know how.
So strange. But Cotta Patton, yeah, he would have like he's like, hey, look at me, I'm hungry bread guy. Hey. And then he would like pass out a little. And then he comes to blood sugar low, had to use bread ration as puppet.
You could look up right now his famous character, homeless man freezing to death on the tundra. It's
Hey, Stiffy the Vagrant. What are you doing?
He was a puppet guy.
Yeah, he's a puppet.
He was like Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, and a little bit. It was a
little bit. But it was a little bit different. And then he had Stiffy the frozen hobo. And King Windex.
Yeah.
Windex the joyful.
Yes. He had a it was a silhouette like on a piece of wood, and it was just it was Goner, the vanished politician. You're like, hey, where am I? I don't know. It's dark and cold, though. Yeah. The government, they're good. They're good. So good. I love them. What are you trying to do to me? That's, yeah. But yeah, it's a Cotta Patton.
Cotta Patton.
The Siberian prop and puppet master econ.
Yeah.
Cotta Patton live.
Okay.
10 people saw that album, that live. It was good. So it was yeah. And
really showed up for it.
That album went gruel in Siberia.
He packed that shit out pretty hard. He fucking did that album.
He did.
Recorded on a gramophone.
Yeah, it was real good. Cotta Patton live. Dan?
Edison cylinder. Edison cylinder release.
You can still get those at Blockbuster. There.
At Soviet Blockbuster.
Yeah. Soviet Blockbuster. It's block with B-L-O-C-C.
Yeah.
B-L-O-C. Blockbuster. Anyway. The R's backwards. Look, Dan.
Soviet Blockbuster. All right. So what was the other
You
one again?
ever been getting a new Adidas tattoo and then realize you've never had money? Yes. You might be Bolshevik.
You might be Siberian.
You might be from Kursk.
Okay.
Dan.
Hedvig,
Eleonora.
Klingenstierna.
Klingenschnera. Well, I mean, that metal is shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
The original influence behind Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Oh, I had a feeling it was this.
But in this case, the Angry Inch was the shiv she used
Okay.
to murder people that tried to proposition her
Nice.
like
Like on the street, like
on the street
catcalling.
in Berlin.
Okay, yeah,
where
yeah.
she was from. She was just, I mean, she was a prostitute.
Right.
So it wasn't weird for men to proposition her,
Uh-huh.
but also like didn't like to be asked questions.
Yeah, well, I mean, how about like when they were rude? You're just like,
Yeah,
they were
she's-
rude about it.
I mean, I don't know if they needed, I mean, she famously had a temper.
Yeah. You get inch shivved.
I mean, that's why that's why they called her knife the angry inch.
Yeah.
She would just wave it around.
yeah.
Like, you want to come fuck with this angry inch, motherfucker?
Yeah.
And then somebody come up and say like, oh, I want good time. And then she would just stab him in the throat with the
Honestly,
angry inch.
this one's funnier than the other one. Like, like, and the other one's hilarious. But like, it's a great movie, Hedwig and the Angry Inch. But Hedwig von Sterne is even more hilarious because of the blood spray.
Yeah.
She'd pop a guy in the neck vein, and it would just
Oh, yeah.
hose
And it
out.
would just hose out.
Hose out like silly string.
And she would just dance in the spray.
Yeah.
Like a Tarantino movie.
It was like I mean, it was
What
a
are you
little bit-
looking at? Stab, 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 stab,
Yeah.
stab, 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 stab. That was what the music was. Stab, 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 stab. It's an angry inch. Was that to the Nickelodeon tune? Maybe. Maybe a little bit.
So yeah, it was about Hedwig.
I think you're getting hangrid.
I'm hangry.
I think you're
right
getting
now.
hangrid right now.
I'm really
You need
hangry.
you need a turkey sandwich
Yeah.
because you get a little hangrid.
Wapudi could just deliver that to me
Yeah.
right away. I need to make a call.
Yeah, we need to make a you need to bring up Wapooty on your cell phone and then on 2 more cell phones
And on 2 more
because
cell phones.
it's an app that needs 3 phones.
He needs to triangulate
It needs
your
to
location.
And then if everybody hits their thumb at the exact same time,
Otherwise, the order does not go through,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you still get charged.
yeah, you have to.
You still get charged.
Yeah, it's got,
It's $100. It's $100 fine if not ordering correctly.
also your credit card is on a dead man's switch. So if you ever die, it will just empty out your bank account indirectly to fill your funeral full of sliced meats.
Yeah, you have to wear a monitor that tracks your heart rate.
Yes.
And when the heart goes still, then your bank account,
Cha-ching.
their bank accounts fill. That's what happens. That's what they say. That's
Yeah.
part of their. Then you know what? You die, we get paid.
Yeah, Wapooty.
Wapooty. Honestly, the least ethical company. In the world.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good, but they do pay us.
They do pay us a handful of
Yeah.
pastrami
We get
every month.
we get a percentage of a slice of pastrami.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We get points of pastrami.
Yeah, we get pastrami points,
Points.
Pastrami points.
which we play on a Monopoly board that they send us, and then we play those like little. And we're like, yeah, it's like McDonald's Monopoly,
Right.
only we hope this will
With
pay
meat
off.
markers.
Yeah, with meat. Randy, what were we just talking about on the Red the Lightning Round? Wapooty.
Hedvig Eleonora Klingenstierna
Come on.
was a Swedish noblewoman.
Whoa.
Ooh,
She
what?
was the first woman to give a lecture at a Swedish university.
The year was 2018. No, when was that? It was probably when that.
16. She was born in 1660.
Damn.
So it must have been early. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I knew
she was all grown up in 16. What was it? 1676. She was an adult
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then died at 1678.
Right.
She died when she was 18.
Probably.
Is that what that says?
No, there's no date of birth. There's no death date or age.
Oh.
But she was.
Well,
I mean,
what a full and wonderful Wikipedia page.
It's very empty.
Jesus Christ. But I like that I knew because it was Sweden that it was going to be like when it was like first woman to speak at a college. I'm like, this is probably compared to us such an embarrassingly early number. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and sure enough, she spoke at a college before we had a country.
Yeah.
And I bet if we look up the first woman to speak at a college, it's like 1930 or something fucking crazy.
Well, there
give
were,
a lecture at a college.
well, there are those. There's the all female colleges.
There was a hobo college that I feel like they were probably pretty open. I'm literally there were hobo colleges where they taught you how to hobo. They taught you hobology. Hobology.
So without going into a crazy amount of research, the only thing I could pull up that was worth noting is Ellen Swallow Richards became the first American woman to earn a degree in chemistry in 1870.
Oh, okay.
So after 1870.
Yeah, well, still embarrassingly late.
Yeah.
Oh, a scant 200 years later, we got on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm a centrist Democrat. You got a slow, incremental, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Gotta be, guys, don't, hey, you're asking for a lot.
Yeah.
Equal.
Yeah.
What was the other thing, Randy?
Kata Patent Live
Come on, be right. Be right.
is a DVD collection of the collaboration between Mike Patton and John Cotta that was released November 20th of 2007.
I'm kind
Actually,
of
you
bummed
can't.
I don't know that.
Yeah, you can't actually get more metal than that.
Yeah,
honestly.
I fucked up. I can't believe I didn't know that.
Mike Patton's fucking dope as shit.
My buddy Hinton is probably pissed off at me right now. He's like, dude, what the fuck? You don't know what that is? Yeah, fuck. Because big Mike Patton
Oh,
fan.
really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
He's really great.
Yeah. Mike Patton, I found this out, it's a series of tapes that he put out, and it's just noise albums that he recorded in his hotel room with things he can find in his hotel room. So it's like him it's him crunching ice in his sink, and then layering on him turning on and off a hairdryer, or just doing weird shit like that. And so he made whole noise albums based on
That's fantastic.
him fucking around in his hotel,
Yeah.
which is funny. But yeah, Kata Patton Live. Yeah, there we go.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, well, there we go. Fuck, we did it. We did it, everybody.
made it.
Fuck, that was fucking great. Want to thank you guys for tuning in. That was this episode of What's More Metal. It's been great. I want to thank all of our sponsors: Waiputi, Stamps.gov,
Arsonist Magazine.
Arsonist Magazine. Thank you guys so much for the hot fire you spit at us.
9/11.
9/11. I want to thank all the good people behind 9/11.
All of them.
All of the 9/11s. None are coming to mind right now, but yeah, just all of them. Make sure you guys come check out my show at the Doug Fur, the Cool Kids Patio Show. Doug Fur here in Portland, Oregon, at 6 p.m. I may or may not be there, and I don't know who's on this one. But come down. It's always a good lineup. It'll be badass. Dan, any place where people can see you around 9/9? 9/9?
Yeah. That entire week, I will be at Helium. I'll be hosting the open mic on Tuesday, and then working the weekend with Dan Soder.
Oh, nice.
And potentially doing a show, hosting for Doug Benson on Sunday.
Nice.
I don't know though. He might bring somebody. Dan Soder probably will not, but Doug Benson might.
Fuck, that rules. Yeah, that's fucking great.
So
the only other thing I have going up is 9/21. I'm hosting the Undisputed Geniuses of Comedy.
Great show.
The Revolution Hall again.
Yep.
So that'll be really fucking kick ass. It'd be cool to be back on that and doing that. So
it's fucking gonna be sold out.
Yeah.
600 people plus.
800.
800?
Yeah,
it's fucking
tight.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super fun. So anyway, so that's gonna be fucking kick ass. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you subscribe, fucking share it with your fucking friends. Leave us a review. Tell us how much you liked it. Tune in. We had a bunch of listeners tune in the last few weeks, letting us know what's going on. Listener Matt Silber said Dan's full of shit, and there's a scene in Prometheus, this was cut, where the robot plays basketball on the ship. So there's another Prometheus Space Jam tie-in right there.
Yeah, I didn't watch either of those fucking stupid movies.
Saying, yeah. they're right there. Basketball and space, both movies. It's a 1-to-1.
It doesn't make you right. It just means that you watch two stupid fucking movies.
I put up a poll on Instagram, and it was Is Space Jam a science fiction movie? Yes, or yes, fuck you, Dan. And yes, fuck you, Dan got quite a few votes.
I'm sure it did.
Can I pull up that poll now?
Yeah, actually, if it's on Instagram, that'd be yeah. If it's
Did you do it with the What's More Meadow Instagram?
yes, I did. So
You didn't tag me on it.
I forgot to tag us in it. It pissed me off because I couldn't share it. It made me mad immediately. I was like, "Fuck." That happens if I don't put the tags in there. Like I can't go back and edit the stories.
Okay.
It pisses me off.
So, episode 91 is Space Jam a sci-fi movie with 61% of the votes. Yes, fuck you, Dan.
See,
Only
it's
6
unanimous,
dude. 39% of the people think you're fucking stupid.
I think you're wrong. I'm gonna put it up on the thing. It's gonna be. I'm gonna put it up on the Instagram story. It's gonna be. Is the Hope Diamond the most metal one for episode 92? And it'd be like, and you vote between 9 or 11 on how on a scale from 9 to 11. How metal is this Hope Diamond thing? I'm not even gonna put you into the vote. And I had to voice it. That fucking yeah. Anyway, but fucking please interact with us. Fucking let us know shit because it's super fucking fun. I like the shit that people send us and let us know that you're listening and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
What's More Metal Podcast @gmail.com.
Yeah.
Send us stuff.
Yeah, send us stuff to our
we got
Instagram,
people sending in topics that they want us to cover.
Facebook, Twitter. Do it. So
Yep.
yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening and hail Satan.
Hail Satan.